The skin changes from radiation can be pretty uncomfortable. Saline soaks are a great way to relieve some pain and also ease some other common symptoms. The benefits were significant when I did this during and after radiation, and I hope they are for you too. This video covers the exact steps to follow to do saline soaks. Hi, I'm Erica. I'm a breast cancer thriver and a chiropractor. How do saline soaks help? They help to keep radiated skin clean and reduce infection. Just as important, they also help to make you feel better. Saline soaks help to reduce swelling, redness, soreness, or irritation in the skin, and itchiness. These are all really common symptoms, especially in the latter stages of radiation and the 1 to 2 weeks afterwards. How do you go about doing saline soaks? You can buy sterile saline solution, usually at a drugstore, but it's actually quite easy to prepare yourself. Let's go through what you'll need. You want to ensure that everything that you use is clean. Now this is pretty obvious, but you may have some open skin areas and you really want to avoid those areas getting infected. You'll need a pot to boil water, a bowl, a jar with a lid, table salt, and a soft cloth. I use lightweight face cloths like the ones you'd use for babies. Depending on how much area you want to cover, you may use more than one face cloth. I ended up using 3 each time I did this. Let's go through the steps to prepare the saline solution. I'm going to summarize all these steps in the description below so you can use this as a reference when you're doing this. The first step, you're going to pour 4 cups or 1 liter of water into a pot. Next, you'll add 2 teaspoons of table salt. Put the pot on the stove and bring this solution to a boil. Next, mix the solution until the salt is dissolved. Then you can allow the solution to cool. Pour the cooled saline solution into a jar and then cover it with a lid. The solution can be stored on the counter at room temperature. You can use this solution for a maximum of 2 days. Some people will write the date that the solution was made on the jar. Once the saline solution is ready to go, these are the steps to apply it. I figured out a way to make the process of doing the saline soaks easy, and this allowed me to be super consistent doing them, which then gave me lots of relief. I'll go through all the steps first and then show you what I did to make the process easy. The first step is washing your hands. Again, this is to try to reduce any infections. Place one of the face cloths in a bowl. Pour the saline solution in the bowl enough to just wet the cloth. Gently squeeze the cloth to wring out any extra liquid. Place the cloth over the affected area and you can leave it there for 5 to 10 minutes. I generally did this for about 10 minutes each time. When you're done, simply remove the cloth. Repeat these steps on the affected areas. Let your skin dry about a minute or 2, and then you can apply cream to the areas that you've been doing throughout radiation. Just avoid putting that cream if you have any open skin areas. You can put clothes on after that, or if you feel more comfortable, you can leave your shirt off for a while more. How do you know which areas to apply the face cloths? I ended up doing this on 3 different areas each time I did the saline soaks. Rather than doing each area separately, which would be 5 to 10 minutes in each area, and then I wanted to do each of those several times a day, I ended up doing all of them at the same time. I found using a front closure bra was very helpful doing this. I would place the first wet cloth on my breast area. Because the radiated field often extends below the breast area, you can place the cloth down a little bit lower than the fold under the breast. As you can see, the bra helps to keep that one in place pretty well. Next, I would place a face cloth on my upper chest area. The radiated field, like I said, often extends above the collarbone area. You can tuck the face cloth under your bra strap, and this will help to keep it in place. The cloth will sometimes flop down on either side of the bra, but I have a solution for that coming up. The last area is your underarm area. This area for me was the most affected with radiation, and that was also an area where I had open skin, like mini blisters almost. I ended up sticking the bottom part of the face cloth in my bra, as that area is affected by radiation too. At this point, the top portion of that face cloth will just be flopped over your bra. The last step, and the most important step, is using a tensor bandage. I would wrap the tensor bandage around my body to secure all of the face cloths. At first, my husband would help hold the anchored end down, but then I figured out how to do this on my own because I was doing it so often. Once you've wrapped the tensor bandage around to secure all the face cloths, you can just tuck in the end anywhere that works. Once the tensor bandage is in place, you'll have your hands free for the time you're doing the saline soak. So this really allowed me to do this much more frequently than I probably otherwise would have. It'll take a bit longer to get things set up in the beginning, but it's pretty quick once you get the hang of it. Consider hitting that subscribe button so more women going through radiation can benefit from this information. How often should you be doing saline soaks? My treatment team recommended doing them about 3 to 4 times a day. I ended up doing these at least 5 times a day, as I found it helped so much. Although my skin looked quite red as I went through radiation, I really didn't have any skin symptoms like irritation or itchiness until that 3rd week of radiation. This is the point that I started doing the saline soaks, at that 3rd week. I continued to do these saline soaks until the peak of my symptoms, which for me was 9 days after I was done radiation. Most women will be sort of in that 1 to 2 week mark after radiation where you'll see the most symptoms. I hope these saline soaks will help you as much as they help me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.